Hello, anyone and everyone. I am Echo, and today we're exploring Aviary Attorney. In the last episode, we had to go through the so-called trial of Severin... Crap, I forget his first name. Cocorico. I remembered his last name finally. Severin. That was it. Severin Cocorico. Yeah, we had to go through the so-called trial of him, and he ended up being murdered. That's really a bummer. I actually, when it happened, my reaction was a little bit weird because, frankly, because of the art style of the game, the fact that all the characters are animals and everything like that, and all the, the humorous writing and stuff like that, I find it kind of hard to take the game seriously, but on thinking about it, I actually realized that, all the situations we're being put in are actually, super serious. And if they happened in real life, they would be, big dramatic moments or whatever like that. But, yeah, so that sucks. I don't like that Severin got killed. And I'm pretty sure, 99.99% sure we could have avoided that. But, oh well, it's now on to Chapter 4. I believe we are nearly done with the game, so, anyway, here's Friar Remus. You can come out now, brother. That's Silvius. How did it go? Better than we ever hoped for. The rooster is dead, and the madam has tasted her first blood. Amazing. Completely worth getting shot for. A meddlesome falcon tried to disrupt the execution. Falcon? Really? That tenuous wretch. Don't worry. He floundered and bumbled around hopelessly. The madam thinks that he's of some use, but really, he's as good as dead. This is marvelous. Every piece is falling into place. A dream will be a reality in no time at all. To reason, brother. To reason. Act 4, C, Fraternity. Huh. I know that there's 3 endings to the game. Or maybe not 3 endings, but I guess there's 3, versions of Chapter 4. And one of them is called, one's version A, which is Liberté, I suppose. The second one is B, Égalité, and then Fraternité is C, obviously. I hope that doesn't mean it's the worst one. Oh, geez. Anyway, Fontaine. Pierrot. Falcon, Sparrowson. I hope you don't harbor too much hate for the madam. I know that the rooster was your friend, but the madam does what she does for the good of France. Boy, oh boy, this is awkward. It is a bit. Perhaps a round of drinks are in order. After all, this is a tavern. What do you two say? Wine sounds good. I'm not thirsty. Wine sounds pretty good, but no, this isn't the time for that. Not thirsty. Me no disrespect, Fontaine, but I'm not thirsty. Me neither. I get it. You're both a little shaken by what you saw. Can we at least get you some wine? Just a small glass to calm the nerves? Fine, whatever. Very good. Piero, fetch our guests some drinks. It's your round. My round? No way. It's your turn. Turns don't matter. You still owe me for that omelet I generously paid for last Friday. Yeah, well, you owe me for that coffee on Tuesday. Okay, so that's 30 cents of coffee deducted from a 60-cent omelet, plus the 25-cent peanuts you swiped from my pantry. Hold up. I ain't so good at... Mental arithmetic? Oh, mental. I ain't so good at mental arithmetic. Listen, Sparrowson, you need to go. Go? Yes, I'll create a distraction. You head straight for the back door. Is that such a good idea? If we both stick around, we could both end up as dead as soon as we rub that lioness the wrong way. If we both run, these two will probably shoot us in the backs. So the way I see it, one of us running is the most viable option. Falcon, don't argue. Once you're out, find Valerty and tell him what you've seen. Just do it, Sparrowson. It's for the best. Okay. So it's agreed. You get this round, and I'll owe you 2 cents. Yep, and I'll hold you to him 2 cents. Be right back. Don't you two move or nothing. He'll hold me to the 2 cents. That Piero's such a miser. Anyway, I don't feel like sitting in silence. Let's talk to pass the time. Hey, look over there. I have a gun question. Want to play some cards? Sure, that's distracting. He already knows He'd probably get suspicious if we asked him questions about the gun, because that's what we used when we were trying to do our super sleuthing. So, play some cards. Fontaine, do you want to play some cards while we wait? Some cards? Well, I'm no gambler, but sure, we can have a quick round of something. Great. Have you ever heard of Jacques Noir? Jacques Noir? No, but that name sounds dubious. It's fine, I assure you. Deal me in and I'll demonstrate. Yeah! Get more gambling in here. This is the best... Wait, I have to go first even though he... Damn it. Fine, hit. Hit. One more time. Shit. He better not be as good as the other guy. Whatever. The goal is to waste time, so I don't care. I don't even know if this is actually for money. He didn't say anything about money. Ha, I win. Screw you, dog. So, what do you think? I think he just took the rules of blackjack and slapped them awkwardly onto a tarot deck. It's a terrible game. Wait, what? That is blackjack. And it wasn't awkward. Those cards had numbers on them. What? Oh. Well, how about we play some poker instead? Poker? If that's just poker with tarot cards, I swear to God. Alright, I brought drinks. One for me, one for you, one for you, and one for... Hey, where's the little one? The little one? He's right. Oh, merde. I lost him. You lost him? How did you lose him? I was gone for 2 minutes. I think I dropped the ball on this one. I'll say. The madam's gonna string us up for sure. Actually, we should make up a cover story. We can't let her find out about all this. Can't let me find out about what? They let Sparrowson escape. I let Sparrowson escape. They let Sparrowson escape. Totally blame them. 100%. Why do we even have to say Sparrowson escaped? We should just lie and say he went to the bathroom or something. I don't know. But they let him escape. Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here weren't paying attention and let Sparrowson walk casually away. Madam, we can explain. I swear I give you two bozos one damn job. It doesn't matter. That little bird was dispensable for our plans, but Falcon isn't. What's important is that he's still here. Madam, if Sparrowson runs to the police, then both this location and the sleeping city are compromised. We should keep this meeting brief. Agreed. Falcon, let me quickly fill you in. As you probably know, we are planning to form a protest, an enormous protest on the 14th of this month. We intend to draw a massive crowd at the Place de la Concorde, and then we shall march across Toureless Garden. March across Toureless? You intend to storm the Louvre? No, the Palais Royal. That's where the King and Prime Minister will be residing. I would like to go peacefully, but peaceful uprisings have a habit of turning violent, don't they? Exactly. And we can't let the leaders of this country escape amidst the chaos. They must be tried for their crimes against the French people. On that note, I want you to lead the prosecution. You want me to prosecute the King of France? The King and the Prime Minister. They are both responsible for the rampant inequality that plagues this country. On the day of the revolution, we will drag both of those overpaid bourgeois onto the streets, and you shall prosecute them then and there. I think I understand. Prosecuting the pair for crimes against humanity, I suppose. It could certainly be done. If I were to interview a lot of citizens, gather a lot of evidence, file some paperwork, I could probably prepare a case in around 2 months. We don't have the luxury of time. You use your ingenuity on the day, just like you did in the catacombs. You can't be serious. I didn't win the case in the catacombs, so that's probably not the best plan, lady. You can't be serious. There is no alternative. The wheels of the revolution are already turning, and the revolution will ignite in under a week. The question on my mind is, what do we do with you until then? You can leave him with us, ma'am. We'll keep a good eye on him. After seeing the atrocious job you two did guarding the little bird, I think not. I'll just have to guard you myself, Falcon. You shall spend this week at my side while I complete our preparations. At your side? All day and night? Absolutely. I'm not going to let you out of my sight for 1 minute. That seems excessive. You can trust me, madam. No, I can't. You've promised to help me, but I know that you don't actually believe in the cause of the Second Republic. If I give you 1 grain of freedom, you'll undoubtedly flee. This meeting is over. Come along, Falcon. Actually, I probably could have foreseen that. Blaming those 2 guys for him escaping means that she wouldn't trust them to watch me, but oh well. Le menu. Bonus scene. Sweet. And then, while we were sitting in the tavern, Falcon gave me the opportunity to escape. He created a distraction, and I sneaked away and went straight to the police. Then you called a meeting, and, well, here I am. So, yeah, that's the whole story. I see. So Severin Cocorico died at the hands of the rebels. That's right. And Falcon revealed his true colors as a traitor. Traitor? No, that's not right, Inspector. Falcon's not a rebel. He's just playing along so he can save his own life. Don't be so naive, Sparrowson. Put the puzzle pieces together. Falcon willingly leapt into the lion's den for the specific purpose of siding with the rebels. He let you escape because he could see that you weren't truly sympathetic to the rebel cause. That doesn't make sense at all. Falcon's never shown a rebellious streak. Tell me, Sparrowson, what do you know about Falcon's past? Not a lot. He's a private person. Has he ever told you what he did during the July Revolution, before he changed his name? No, he hasn't told me anything, really. Sparrowson, let me tell you about the man they called the Viridian Killer. Is he trying to say that Falcon used to be a murderer, and he was named for the Viridian Killer or something? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Palais Royal, no longer just a royal estate, the Palais Royal has become a functional bourgeois meeting spot. Les Halles and Tourles. Well, she said we have a week before the thing starts, so I guess, obviously we can visit all of these. Let's start with Les Halles, though. The marketplace. Les Halles, huh? Let me guess. You have a weapon supplier somewhere around here? Or maybe this is where you plan on meeting an informant, a government defector. It is as good a meeting spot as any. Actually, I'm here for groceries. There's no need for that look. You think that just because I'm a gun-toting rebel, I don't need to buy food? Gambade. Gambade? I guess that's how to pronounce it. Madame Beaumort. Well, if it isn't Satane and little Gambade. You're growing bigger every time I see you. Ma'am, you have to hear this. Something big went down here yesterday. A policeman. A nasty, ugly policeman. Let me guess. He was bullying people into revealing secrets on the whereabouts of the revolutionaries? Well, that's how it started, ma'am. Same old bullying tactics. He was pushing around this old beggar rat who hangs around the market sometimes. But then, when the rat wasn't speaking up, the policeman drew his gun and shot him. The policeman shot the beggar, just like that. Yup, but then the coward cop went and ran before we could turn on him. I find this difficult to believe. A policeman wouldn't openly shoot a beggar without just cause. Open your eyes, Falcon. This is the regime us Parisians live under. We are ignored by the government, oppressed by the police, and hanged by the courts. Why do you think I'm fighting so hard to make a change? We can't put up with this sort of bullying. No, this can't be right. Something has to be missing from Satane's story. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions, madam? Sure, ask away. Make it quick, Falcon. What did the policeman look like? That's definitely important. What did the policeman look like? Well, I didn't get a good look, but he was tall and ugly and mean-looking, and he had one eye. One eye? Yep, had one of them pirate patches. There's no way. Ring any bells, Falcon? I know a man who fits the description, but it simply couldn't be him. He's a bitter individual, but he's morally righteous. I can't imagine him shooting an innocent person so recklessly. Don't let your bias towards the justice system affect your judgment, Falcon. If you think you know who did this, then please, name and shame him. I think I should bite my tongue until I'm a little more certain. Did you want to know anything else, monsieur? Did nobody investigate the shooting? Who was the rat? Nobody investigated the shooting? If a policeman did shoot an innocent person, then there would surely be an investigation. Ha! Your naivety knows no bounds, Falcon. You think the police care if one of their own is out of control? Actually, there was one bloke asking around, but I don't think he was a policeman. Oh? Go on, madam. Well, he was this charming fox. Renard. A friend of yours, Falcon? Something like that. We should probably pay him a visit to see what he's up to. Pay him a visit? I suppose we can set aside a little time. Did you want something else? Yeah, sure, who was the rat? Just who was this beggar rat? I didn't really know him well, monsieur. None of us did. He was kinda a loner who hanged around, asking for scraps of food and cents. I didn't even know his name. That's so sad. Did he have no family? No means of support? Falcon, do you have any idea how many beggars there are on the streets of Paris? How many people go hungry? How many people are forced to turn to crime? I'm well aware, madam. I'm asking these questions to see if there was perhaps some reason why that particular rat was killed. But no, it appears that this was just the loss of one unnamed beggar rat among many. It's tragic. That it is, monsieur. Is there any other way that I can help? That's all, madam. Thank you for your help. Thanks for all your help. No problem. Anything to help Madame Beaumort. We'll try to get to the bottom of this, Sotane. Just make sure to stay safe. Sorry, my mouth's a bit dry. Just make sure to stay safe when the revolution starts. Stay inside. Keep Gambade safe. Of course, ma'am. You stay safe yourself, you hear? I can never tell what accent I'm supposed to be trying to partially affect for reading these people's lines. Because some of them speak with like a weird sort of Cockney accent. Some of them speak more heavily French. There's the hippo in the chocolate shop who is like German and stuff, and it's so confusing, and I'm not good at any of them. Oh well. R&M Associates. Sorry. Ooh. Mousy. Visitors, Monsieur Volpez, visitors. Really, Falcon? What do you hope to accomplish in the sleazy back-alley establishment? Sleazy? Madam, my back-alley office is perhaps a little cluttered and eclectic, but I resent the accusation of sleaze. Maybe I should do the introductions. Monsieur Volpez, this is Madame Beaumort, a, friend of mine. Madam, this is Renard Volpez, private investigator at your service. It is a pleasure to meet you, madam. Ah, how stoic. I'm sure you have some pressing questions to ask, Falcon, but before we get started, there's something I must tell you. Monsieur Sparrowson dropped by earlier. He informed me of your situation. Sparrowson? Is he alright? Oh yes, he's now working with Inspector Valerty, attempting to unravel the rebel plot. Just as I thought. It appears that your lackey has solidified his position as a traitor to the Second Republic, Falcon. Perhaps, perhaps not. Sparrowson doesn't strike me as a person who sides with an ideology. But, you know, he asked me the most peculiar question. Would you like to know what it was? Of course. Such information is quite valuable. It would cost, say, 30 francs. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I know how this works. Here's your money, monsieur. Very good. So, on to the question. Sparrowson asked if you were the Viridian killer. The one responsible for the random bombings during the July Revolution, 18 years ago. Why on earth would he ask that? Perhaps the inspector had been telling him stories. So what did you tell him? The truth, of course. That is, that I have no idea who the Viridian killer is, but that I knew that it couldn't possibly be Falcon. Oh, and how do you know that I'm not the Viridian killer? Falcon, please. You're a semi-drunk, bumbling oaf, not a ruthless killer. Anyway, I've started my own investigation into the Viridian killer. It's fascinating stuff. Apparently he was seen in multiple places at once, which leads some to believe that he was actually more than one person. Huh. And do you know why they call him, or should I say, them, the Viridian killer? Viridian is a greenish color, isn't it? No, I don't have a clue. Crimson Killer would be a much cooler name. It appears that no one knows the origins of the name, which leads me to suspect that he, or indeed they, chose their own name. This is all fascinating, truly fascinating, but perhaps we can return to the conversation to why we're here. Of course. Monsieur Volpez, we heard that you were investigating the murder of Le Halls. The murder at Le Halls. I was. That victim was a friend of Mousie's. More of an acquaintance, really. Well, we want to know if you managed to uncover anything. Did you find any leads, any juicy clues? Not as such. It's quite a peculiar case. Did you hear that the murderer wore an eye patch? I did. You know what that implies, don't you, Falcon? You only know of one police officer, or indeed one person, who wears an eye patch. Yeah, it's, just Valerty, but let's actually just look real quick and see if anybody else has an eye patch that maybe we forgot about, but no, okay, didn't figure, just Valerty. The inspector. But that can't be right. You wouldn't describe him as a murderous man, would you, Monsieur Volpez? Murderous? I don't know. He's certainly passionate about finding the Viridian killer. Who's to say that he wouldn't kill in the pursuit of his archenemy? Falcon, I want to solve this mystery as much as you do, but time is pressing and we have other matters to attend to. We must take our leave. Understood. Until next time, Mr. Volpez. Goodbye and good luck, Mr. Falcon. It was a pleasure meeting you, madame. Mr. Volpez. That lioness looked pretty angry. Is this revolution going to end in blood, Mr. Volpez? Just like in 1830? Yeah, it probably is, kid. Damn. Oh well, actually, that is unfortunately all the time I have for this episode. I'm kind of pressed for time today, but I will see you all in the next one. If you made it to the end of this, then please consider leaving a comment. I appreciate that very much. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.